in October half term I planted all these bulbs, and I forgot I planted hyacinths, and they just add a lovely splash of pastel colour to the sea of daffodils, and they smell so good as well. So it was like, surprise! Yesterday was not such a good find because last week I saw a rat running through my garden, and I knew if I told my mum she'd never come to my house ever again. So I started getting a bit worried, and yesterday I found the hole through which the rat is entering. It's down there, but I've put a load of soil in it, and I have covered it with a tombstone, a rat tombstone. So I'm hopeful that it's not going to come through, although they are wily creatures. Planted parsley here. This is going to be my herb garden because it's near the kitchen. Handy that. Don't know why I didn't do that before. I also had to repaint this wall this weekend because last year in lockdown I thought it was a good idea to basically paint everything that didn't move, and painted this huge wall white, and then over the winter it went green with mould, and now I have to keep painting it white every year. So well done, Robin. Well, this morning it's time for one of my favourite jobs because I'm too cheapskate to pay the council to take away my garden waste. So regularly the compost gets so high that it probably starts to fall over to the neighbour, so I don't want to be a nuisance, so I have to do this. Well, that was a bit of a disaster since it seems like the wooden pallets are rotten and couldn't bear my weight. Made this pond a few years ago out of a tractor tyre, but I've realised that it only had like a deep end, there was no shallow end. So recently I put some rocks in to make like steps. I don't know if you can see that. So that things can get out. So if any little hedgehogs fall in, they've got an escape route now. Although I've just thought, what if the rat goes in? I wouldn't mind if it drowned in it, but then I'd have to fish it out. So actually I think I'd rather it lived. So I'm still glad I put the steps in. I noticed on Gardener's World on Friday night that somebody who sent in a home video last year has actually got a call back and become a regular presenter. I'm not jealous. Actually, I'm not, because her video was fantastic, and I'm actually quite excited to see how her allotment will go. I also want to publicly say that I bear no hard feelings towards Monty Don, even though he mocked my loofahs last year, and now everybody's growing them. It's even in the Gardener's World magazine. I don't know what to say about that really, except that you saw it here first. You know, I know, Monty Don knows. To show that I'm holding no hard feelings, I'm actually wearing cord today as homage to Monty Don. I notice he always wears cord, and I began to think, well, he's been doing it for years. Maybe corduroy is the perfect gardening clothes. I've tried them all. You know, he's a pro. The first of the tulips, look at that. They're actually from last year. I just left that pot, didn't do anything with it, and there we go. The gift that keeps giving. I don't know why, but this is my favourite thing in spring. Yes, you have flowers. Yes, you have little things growing everywhere, birds singing, but actually look at these buds on the cherry tree. It's just like all that potential, and there is going to be, I think, going to be full of cherries. And my favourite thing is blossom, and in May this is just going to be covered with blossom, and I just love it. Nursery has expanded. This is Rebecca, which is like Black-Eyed Susan. So when all those bulbs go, well, first of all there's going to be tulips, then there's going to be alliums, then I'm going to dig the bulbs out, and by then these pots will be full of beautiful yellow flowers, I hope, and then I can pot them out there. There's also, I've grown parsley here, and I love it when things sprout like quicker than what the packet says, and that's what's happened here. Sweet pea, yeah, only a few days, and there it is. Got more, yeah, literally crammed like any spare space in this conservatory is now full of soil. So got flowers down there. I think growing food is where it's at, to be honest, but I do love flowers, and the bees and the butterflies and the insects love them. I've got more things here. Right, this is alfalfa seeds, and they're like, I kind of got into micro greens, so I'm hoping in not too long I can eat those. There's basil as well. Never grown basil, but I thought I'd have a go indoors. That's like a little ornamental lemon tree someone gave me. That's going to be flowers, snapdragons. Nothing's happening here. Nothing's happening yet, but it will. Need a few more days. Things will start to happen. Exciting times.